All right, everybody, welcome back to Greedo's Gold Mine, the most bipolar show on the internet for toys, culture, life, pretty much everything we talk about. May the 4th be with you, happily, hopefully, and for this special edition, we unbox some Star Wars. So, been holding on to these guys for a little bit of time now, a week or more, just kind of getting the show going, getting things rolling, and now it's time to finally get to these things. It seems like the appropriate day. I mean, and we're also partly a Star Wars channel, so let's do it. Let's see what this 4th's all about. Today's been one hell of a day on my end in a good way, so expect more than one of these videos with more than one topic for that matter. Particularly in the WWE realm, that's where the force has really been hitting today. Talk about a day of chases. So let's cut these puppies open real quick without any further ado and give them a look. So we're gonna start here with Padme. Yes, you do hear it in the background. May the 4th be with you. So I'm on Return of the Jedi at this point in my own marathon. Probably my favorite Star Wars movie ever, but alas. Padme. I always had a huge crush on her when I was a kid. Natalie Portman in particular, I guess, but especially Padme. And finally, figure form. Let's pop her out. So, standard articulation. Let's check for, Star Wars Black Series female figure. Joints are really good on this one. Extremely good detailing in the face sculpt there. Looks just like Padme from back in the day. And she does come with an extra hand that you could swap out, which is actually a little bit unusual for the Black Series. I feel like they're getting more into hand and head swaps lately, which is really good. This has been long needed in the series. And that just kind of allows her with this one that's already on her to hold this really big ass gun. And if you swap it out, which we'll do real quick, if it wants to come out, there we go. It's kind of tricky to get in there, so be careful. I'm gonna just put her little Naboo pistol in that hand. There you go. Padme Amidala. All right, let's get this out of our way real quick here. And let's open Anakin up now. So we're gonna go grab somebody in the meantime too, once we get this open, and check out some complaints I've heard about. Some people have said the scaling of these is a little off, and kind of looking at them in box. Actually, speaking of which, if you wanted to see the back there, real quick. And Anakin kind of does look like that, right? He's a little bit tall for a little boy, maybe. I don't know, he's almost as tall as Padme, actually, it seems, so let's get it out. That said, though, I really do appreciate for first young Anakin in the Black Series pulling out the original Tatooine look from Phantom Menace. That is probably my all-time favorite for little Anakin. I don't really care for the Padawan look too much for him, especially if that was the first figure. I'd be a little disappointed. So boom, there we go, little Anakin. And again, standard Black Series articulation, kind of more like a Jawa than anything, I guess. Ankles rotate, pivot. There we go, his backpack here. Okay, that on is a little bit tricky. Be careful there. I have to be careful. It doesn't feel like it's going to rip. It's just kind of a pain in the butt to get on. So, yeah, with that, little Anakin. He doesn't have any other accessories, though, which I guess is all right. Maybe it would have been nice to have some pod racing gear or something with him, or anything, really. But it is what it is. We got little Anakin anyway, so may the 4th be with you. That's the figures we have to review today here on Greedo's Gold Mine. But we're not just going to leave you with a short little that's all for the day. We got a little special treat for you that showed up at the doorstep somewhat unexpectedly. Actually, if you want to see this real quick too while I'm thinking about it, let's get this gun in Padme's other hand just so you can kind of see what that looks like. Something like that. And it is on an up-down shooting hinge, so be careful putting that back in. It's kind of tricky. There you go, there's her with her big gun. All right, so let's put these little guys off to the side. Actually, you know what, real quick, before we do that, be right back. Let me grab a Darth Vader and a Han Solo for some scaling. All right, everybody, sorry about that real quick. Had to grab some figs. This is the most bipolar show on all of the internet for toys, culture, etc. So, I mean, can you really expect any less? But here, for relative size comparison purposes, we got Darth Vader next to little Anakin here. This is the Return of the Jedi 30th anniversary figure. We got Han Solo. We got Padme and Luke Skywalker. And I know Luke's scale is kind of small, but that said, I mean, Padme's kind of on the same size scale as Return of the Jedi Luke, which does seem a little bit weird to me. I mean, maybe she is just really tall. I don't know. But putting little Anakin next to these guys, I'm not as skeptical, at least on the scaling there. He seems to be pretty reasonable. Yeah, no, overall, though, the detailing on these guys are awesome, especially that little Anakin. I mean, what can I say? If you're a huge Star Wars fan and you know, these things take you back to the days of the episodes 1, 2, 3 coming out, what, middle school era or whatever it was, for me especially. You guys, who knows, depending on your age, but yeah, very welcome addition to the collection. Nice work, Hasbro. Thanks a lot on that one, and let us get to something a little different for this last segment here. Bear with me for just a second. All right, everyone, and we are back with a helmet. So, figured this is fitting for May the 4th. This showed up at the doorstep today, and that said, let us see what this is all about. I love helmets. I will tell you guys, this is probably the 7th or 8th one I have at this point. We have both Boba Fett's, we have Mandalorian, we have Darth Vader, Luke Skywalker, Pilot, Scout Trooper, and this guy. So yeah, however many that was, I didn't keep track. But we popped the top off of this guy, so let's see what's inside. Alright, so you get this top little thing, and it's actually split in two in here, it looks like. And we have to do some constructing. Well, let's see, this is the helmet. There we go. That's it. With some instructions. So this will be kind of fun here. Let's get that a little bit so we can see what we're doing. Let's see what we got here. All right, then this inner one, this looks like the top of the helmet. That's pretty cool. Right there for now. Good job packaging this. The bottom of the helmet. Ooh. And it looks like here maybe something for batteries. If it wants to open up, be careful with that. Yep, batteries go in there for the voice changer. We're definitely going to do that. Give me a second here. But before we do it, let's at least pop this bad boy together. Let's see what this is all about. Okay, let's snap this guy on. Not much resistance. It goes on pretty good. Once it snaps, it snaps. Voila. A Stormtrooper helmet. Haha. Take this off from my bald head. What does it look like? A Stormtrooper. All right. It really does look nice. I love it. Cool. Give me just a second here. Let me pop some batteries in this bad boy and let's try the voice changer out and end this May the 4th on a really, really fun note. All right, everybody, we're back. So, right there is the voice changer. You can turn it on and off by pressing it. Now I sound like a Stormtrooper, don't I? So this helmet's pretty sick. Once you take the time to get the adjustments made inside and fitted to you, 3 AAAs later, boom, Stormtrooper mode. May the 4th be with you. All right, everybody. Now that I got the final adjustments made and it won't really move out of place, there you have it. So overall, getting this thing is going to be a little bit hard right now. If there are any pre-orders out there, maybe Entertainment Earth, Big Bad Toy Store, etc. I got mine at Hasbro Pulse. They just shipped out of nowhere this week. Was supposed to get it Monday, but alas, for the 4th, it showed up today. So figured we'd give a little bit of a review here and a demo. And yeah, again, everybody, may the 4th be with you. Thanks for joining us today at Greedo's Gold Mine. And we look forward to having you again here at the most bipolar toy show on all the interwebs. Thanks, everybody. Happy May the 4th.